This is a small oil pump can. I bought this for about $1 and it sold for $15. Not a lot of money in these. I'm not sure if I could go higher on this. I don't know if the brand really matters at all. This is a little windmill. It's about a foot high, 15 inches maybe. When I saw this, I knew it would sell. It's galvanized tin and a little bent up, but it may have been a salesman's sample from the research I did, and it sold for $35. This is the last of a lot of letters I bought for $1.70 each, selling them for $15. They're a little hard to find a box, and the nice things about these though is they're fairly flexible, so breakage was not a problem. So just sold for $15. This is a metal plate. It's called a Miracle Thaw, and it's for thawing food, I guess. Paid $1 for it, and it sold for $17. I like things like this with that very searchable name. A person sees these a lot, and I wasn't sure they were worth much, but I paid 50 cents for this, and it sold for $20, and it was in pretty good shape. This one I don't believe has a year on it. Some of them have a year down here in the lettering, but even though it was a little beat up, it still sold. 20 bucks. This is a piece of petrified wood. I'd never sold petrified wood before. I'm selling this for a friend, and it's pretty impossible to compare one to the other. A lot of them were sliced and polished, but I sold this as an uncut, gave the dimensions of it, and it took a few months, but it sold for $25. These are a pair of Haan loafers with the little tassels. They're in pretty good shape. I paid $3 for these, and they sold for $30. Here's a couple of boards I got free from my friend. They're 46 inches long and about a foot wide. Cracked, worn paint, and they sold for 75 bucks. So it is worth shipping large boards. Just collect large boxes from my auto parts auto body shop in my town. My husband picked this up for $1.50, and it didn't take too long, and these were sold for $20. I usually buy the vintage colors, the oranges, the yellows, the greens, but Tupperware is really getting high priced to buy it new, so I think it is worth selling, even the newer stuff. I don't think I've sold ammo boxes before, but we got these free. They had some corrosion on them. Not real pretty, but they sold for 20 bucks. This is a Bob Destrud's folding saw from Nashwauk, Minnesota, and I live in Minnesota. It's really clever. It folds up into this straight rod like this, and we paid $2 for it, sold it for $40, and it went to Israel with a global shipping program. Paid $2 for the sweater. It is not a Coogie brand, the famous Bill Cosby Coogie sweater, but I put it as a Coogie type Bill Cosby sweater. The brand actually is Florence Tricot, but it's got the big loopy look, and it sold for $45. You see these turkey carving boards once in a while, and I've never known if they really sold or not. So this is an experiment. This one has this spikes here to hold your turkey in place, and it doesn't hurt that it's October and Thanksgiving is soon. But this sold very quickly for $20. I got some creepy crawler molds for 10 cents a piece and divided them up in lots of similar patterns. These are the bugs and the centipedes and frogs. And it took a little while, but these 6 sold for $15. Here's a little vintage spoon rest. I paid 25 cents for her, and she sold for $14.50. This is a Dickies men's coverall work suit, and I don't remember how much I paid for this. Probably under $1. And maybe because it's Halloween, this one sold quickly for $15. It's got paint on it. Carhartts are always a good thing to sell. These are a 46, so a large size, which doesn't hurt. They were in fairly good condition, and they sold for $40. You know, this looks like the printing is backwards. You're right. This is a lead printing block, wood on the back and lead on this side, I believe. And it's for the state of New York. Pure maple syrup. And I've never seen anything like this before. I paid a couple of dollars for it, and I had it up for $75, but I took an offer of $50 after about 6-9 months. Not bad at all. These are Chromex spun aluminum canisters. The names of the ingredients inside are not white. I don't know if that part brushed off, wore off, or some were made like this. Probably it wore off. But I sold the 4 of these for $35. I have sold the small one, the grease container, I sold for $20 by itself with the white lettering. So I paid $2 for this set. And like I said, it sold for $35. And the last item for the week, my 20th item that sold, are these Nike's spikes. I've had these for 2 or 3 years at $15, and they finally sold, and they went to the Virgin Islands. So I really don't think I will sell these again, because I guess for kid sizes, maybe people just don't trust not being able to try them on. That's all for this week. Thank you.